Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Little Chapel of Faith Catholic Ministries. My name is Tina. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back and returning, welcome back. We're happy to have you all. I just want to let you know, if you don't know, we have 4 platforms. Then that's Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. We also have a website I'm working on, but it is out there. It does have some stuff on it, but I'm still working on that. So if you could like and subscribe to all or any of those, we'd really appreciate it. It just keeps our page relevant and out there so we can spread the word of God. We are here for our reading for the Diary of Saint Faustina. We do have a playlist on YouTube that has, everything we've read thus far. So if you want to catch up, you can. If you want to just start here where we began, that's great. And there's also some videos on there from some nuns from her order who talk more about her and this diary, and they go a lot more in depth about it, which is it's very interesting. So let us begin where we left off yesterday. Throughout the third probation, it was my duty to help the sisters in the vestiary. This duty gave me many occasions to practice virtues. Sometimes I had to take linen to certain sisters 3 times, and still one could not satisfy them. But I also came to recognize the great virtues of some sisters who always asked for the poorest things from the vestiary. I admired their spirit of humility and mortification. During Advent, a great yearning for God arose in my soul. My spirit rushed toward God with all its might. During that time, the Lord gave me much light to know his attributes. The first attribute which the Lord gave me to know is his holiness. His holiness is so great that all the powers and virtues tremble before him. The pure spirits veil their faces and lose themselves in unending adoration, and with one single word they express the highest form of adoration, that is, holy. The holiness of God is poured out upon the Church of God and upon every living soul in it, but not in the same degree. There are souls who are completely penetrated by God, and there are those who are barely alive. The second kind of knowledge which the Lord granted me concerns his justice. His justice is so great and penetrating that it reaches deep into the heart of things, and all things stand before him in naked truth, and nothing can withstand him. The third attribute is love and mercy, and I understood that the greatest attribute is love and mercy. It unites the creature with the Creator. This immense love and abyss of mercy are known in the incarnation of the Word and the redemption of humanity, and it is here that I saw that it is the greatest of all God's attributes. Today I was cleaning the room of one of my sisters. Although I was trying to clean it with the utmost care, she kept following me all the time and saying, "You've left a speck of dust here and a spot on the floor there." At each of her remarks, I did each place over 12 times, just to satisfy her. It is not work that makes me tired, but all this talking and excessive demands. My whole day's martyrdom was not enough for her, so she went to the directress and complained. "Mother, who is this careless sister who does not know how to work quickly?" The next day I went to do the same job without trying to explain myself. When she started driving at me, I thought, Jesus, one can be a silent martyr. It is not a work that wears you out, but this kind of martyrdom. I learned that certain people have a special gift for vexing others. They try you as best they can. The poor soul that falls into their hands can do nothing right. Her best efforts are maliciously criticized. I'm going to leave it there. Oops. The struggles that she goes through and with the other sisters is amazing to me, and yet little do they know what was happening, what to her, and what gift that she received, that she was receiving daily. Sometimes you just never know, Yeah, that's why it's best to try to be kind as much as you can all the time, because none of us are perfect, and we don't know whether others are suffering, and it's tough, We're only human. We are human, and we make mistakes, and we sometimes judge. We all do it. I've done it. I do it, I'm sure. And even now, like having started this ministry, I try to look at things differently, and I try to behave better, and try to think in my mind um, before I judge or before I get angry or upset. And I have to say that it has brought me some peace. And there's some days it's tough. I work in a business. I'm a customer service representative. So I get phone calls all day long from people screaming at me and yelling at me and swearing at me. And it's a true test of my faith. And there's some days where I'm just, oh, yeah, I, I need to actually, I'll have to go to God and say I'm sorry. But it's hard. And we all live in these kind of environments, and we are tested every day, you know. And it's what we do and how we handle these things that's what God's looking for. So, that being said, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Be well. Be kind to each other. God bless.